A reporter sees if Mamdani will retract some provocative things that he said about Trump in the interest, I guess, of reconciliation and coming together. Mamdani doesn't do that. But when I was sitting there, I was like, oh my gosh, how is Mamdani going to maintain connection without sacrificing his integrity? Check it out.
Just days ago, you referred to President Trump as a despot who had betrayed the country. You said you'd be his worst nightmare and accused him of having a fascist agenda. Are you planning to retract any of these remarks in order to improve your relationship?
I think both President Trump and I, we are very clear about our positions and our views, and what I really appreciate about the president is that the meeting that we had focused not on places of disagreement, which there are many, and also focused on the shared purpose that we have in serving New Yorkers. And frankly, that is something that could transform the lives of the 8.5 million people who are currently struggling under a cost of living crisis, with 1 in 4 living in poverty. And the meeting came back again and again to what it could look like to lift those New Yorkers out of struggle and start to deliver them a city that they could do more than just struggle to afford it, but actually start to live in it.
Mamdani didn't retract anything, and it didn't escalate into a conflict because, and this is the third strategy that he's using in addition to finding a shared purpose and sticking with it, he did not go into that meeting trying to convince Trump to change his position on anything. He's very clear in that statement. He believes he has his own positions, Trump has his positions, they've got lots of disagreement, and they're not going to go into any of it. They are focusing on what the disagreements are. He just keeps bringing it back to that shared purpose that he's stated over and over again. And this is so important because if we go into a conversation with someone trying to convince them of something, well, they're going to react. This gives them something to resist against. This happens with Trump. You see it if you watch him all the time. He resists, and then the person becomes his enemy. Mamdani doesn't resist anything. He's like, hey, you do you with your positions. I'm doing me. What's the point here? Let's go with the point, which is how can we move towards an affordable New York? A reporter tries to stoke some controversy with Trump by referencing some provocative statements that Mamdani has made about Trump. Surely Trump's going to take the bait. Nope.
You've referred to Mr. Mamdani as a communist. Could you describe why you feel that way? And also, will you do anything to stop him from arresting Prime Minister Netanyahu if he visits New York?
Well, we didn't discuss your second part of the question. And on your first part, I mean, he's got views that are a little out there, but who knows? I mean, we're going to see what works, or he's going to change also. We all change. I changed a lot.
The common ground that Mamdani clearly created in the meeting with Trump, and which Trump bought into, is working its magic. Of course they didn't talk about this controversial statement that Mamdani has stated previously about having Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu arrested, because it wasn't in the scope of the purpose of the meeting. And I also think this clip shows Trump seeing Mamdani as a real person who is not his enemy and is someone who is capable of change, just as he imagines he himself is. That's how you can use the Mamdani method in your own home. Simple, but not easy. I want to offer you the Conflict Prevention Jumpstart Kit, and there's invitations to the conflict repair cafes that I host on a regular basis, both online and in person. Information about how to get your very own Jumpstart Kit is in the description at the bottom of this YouTube video.